The community has spoken. I recently ran a poll on my YouTube shorts to figure out what things you guys wanted in Jurassic Blocky. Quite a bit of you responded. Of course, I'd still want more people to respond because I think you guys are really great, and if you can give me feedback, then that would be great to give Jurassic Blocky. See, as much as I like sharing my opinions online, the greater part is being able to assist Jurassic Blocky, and multiple devs have already commented on my videos. In fact, I'm nowhere near as smart as you guys when it comes to these things, and not because I'm a lesser fan, but mostly because a collection of people can create one great opinion. And so that's why today we're looking at your comments about what you guys want in Jurassic Blocky. If you are a Jurassic Blocky dev or you are some way associated with Jurassic Blocky, I really do highly suggest that you watch this video because this is straight from the community. If you guys want to do another poll after seeing this video, just comment down below, and then maybe next month I can do another one of these so Jurassic Blocky can stay updated with what the community wants. Again, this is all for Jurassic Blocky because my end goal is to create Jurassic Blocky a great community and have fun playing this game because in the end, it's the only of its sort. Without further ado, let's get into it. Quick intermission, we just reached 500 subscribers, and we could hit even more with your help. Alright, let's talk a little bit about video formatting. I'm sure you guys still came here to hear what I wanted to say, not just you guys. So in every comment, I'll be going over it with my personal beliefs. With that being said, let's get right into it. Indoraptor Raptor Indominus said, missions for dinos / coins, few nerfs, buffs for dinos that need them, Spinosaurus remodel, Therizinosaurus buff, new Easter and Christmas dinos, make Velociraptor jump higher, do not remove the jump button permanently when at 0 stamp. For this one, it's pretty self-explanatory. So for missions, I've already expressed this in the future, and Jurassic Blocky's been already on this. You can watch my other videos and look at those comments if you really wanted to. Obviously, nerfs and buffs are going to be coming. That's basically just given in any update. A Spinosaurus remodel has been heavily teased, and we're still trying to figure out the hints that have been given to us, but a lot of them lead to Spinosaurus, especially the asset one. A buff for Theri is pretty interesting, though. Theri is pretty weak, but Therizinosaurus by no means should have an incredibly high health stat. And I don't really know what Theri's attack stat is. Here, let me look it up. So it says here that Theri has pretty decently high attack stat. Honestly, Theri should have basically the highest attack stat of anyone in the game and have the lowest health stat. It should basically be a glass cannon, is what I'm saying. To be honest, if you want my opinion on it, Theri just needs an entire do-over. If we're going to make it stat accurate to what it actually is, it'd be a glass cannon, because if it gets hit, it dies, and if it hits, the other person dies. Obviously, you still need to make the game fun, so it can't be that drastic, but I think it probably needs to be a little more drastic in the health department, lower its health and up its attack. It could be a very interesting PvP dinosaur if they did that. Obviously, Easter and Christmas dinos, there have been new ones. The Christmas have already been done. Easter's coming. Make Velociraptor jump higher and do not remove the jump button permanently at 0 stamp can kind of fit in the same one. I think they're just going to patch the jump button. It's really janky right now, and that's not too surprising as the game's relatively new. I mean, jumping as a mechanic is relatively new if I'm correct. So, yeah, I think they're just going to patch the new one. Changeable dino colors and more limited in survival mode. I actually really do like this as an update. Changeable dino colors is basically just skins. So I guess if they want to make a customizable skin, then they could just like make 3 separate skins, the same thing. But that's usually pretty cheesy, and people like it if they can just buy 3 in 1. So I could say changing dino colors would be nice, but that's just skins. More limiteds, that's an interesting take. I don't know many people who want more limiteds. But I mean, a lot of people do like the limiteds, but a lot of people don't. So it's just an interesting take. A survival mode is something that has been suggested a lot. I don't think that's kind of in their current trajectory since they've said like directly that they're focusing on PvP as of right now. But a survival mode could be something that they could look to in the future. We need custom dinos and different abilities for each species of dino. I will subscribe, and I just subscribed. Also, please make it available for mobile. Interesting comment. The only reason I ended the video because of the first part, but I'll also talk about the second part. Custom dinos. That is an interesting thing. I don't think that's anywhere near in their line of sight, but it's something that could possibly happen. Maybe customizable skins. Like, you could just mess around a little bit with, like, proportions and things. Maybe, like, a size changer. This is something that I'm throwing out completely. This isn't in their plans at all. And don't take that for, like, a fact. This is not something that they plan to do. Custom dinos, though, that's an interesting one. Different abilities, we've talked about that. For each species, which I've also talked about. The second part, I'm guessing you're talking about my game on mobile. Yeah, I do need to fix that, so I'll go ahead and fix that eventually. But for now, play my game. We need a training area because I'm not that good at the game. Well, of course, the only way to get better is to practice. But the first part is interesting. Maybe just like a no-kill zone, maybe, like at the very center of the map, where maybe like you could just have a little border where you can't deal damage. That's something that seems interesting to me. And honestly, that would really help me as a content creator, especially when I'm streaming, so stream snipers can't just kill me. As funny as it is for you guys, it actually makes my life a lot harder. So maybe there could be a no-kill zone. That kind of defeats the whole purpose of a center point in the town. But at the same time, it doesn't really. So I actually do like this idea, just not a training area, maybe just like a no-kill zone in the center of the map. Carcharodontosaurus. I want this dinosaur in now. I love him. He's in Jurassic World Evolution. He's got a toy, but not in a movie. I want him in JB, please. Carcar's an awkward one, dude. The Jurassic World Evolution like model for him is kind of like skinny, but he's so cool, dude. And he's the GOAT. And his roar is absolutely sick. To be honest, he's one that I would absolutely want in the game. Scientifically accurate Rex. I feel like this one's kind of a no-brainer. And I feel like paleo-accurate things are 100% coming to the game eventually. We just gotta wait. Again, we're just gonna look at what's on their bucket list, and we're just going to go along for the ride. The Indoraptor, please! What is up with the hype with the Indoraptor? I know it's cool, but gosh dang. Suchomimus better get a heavy. If not, I'm gonna try to kill a Titano as Gallimimus. In all seriousness, yes, Suchomimus 100% needs a heavy. But once again, it just depends on if they want to do it. We need Trike remodel! Duly noted, Trike's horn. Add night-day cycle, add survival mode, add Indoraptor. Is that too much to ask for Jurassic Blocky? The only one here that I think hasn't been discussed already is night-day cycle, which I 100% agree with. The only problem is that night can also get really, really tedious, so they have to do it well and or add night vision. But again, this game isn't a survival game, so adding a night cycle might be a little bit harder. If they do decide to add one, I'd like to see where they took all the mechanics and things. Indoraptor in the new Dev Soar and Spinal Remodel plus Allo Remodel. Indoraptor's coming, just not now. A new Dev Soar is interesting because it doesn't really affect you unless you are a dev. I don't know. I don't think so. So, yeah, I don't know all the devs by heart. Spinal Remodel, we already know is hinted. An Allo Remodel, I don't know all the news on it, but I've heard that it's been suggested and or maybe hinted towards the next update. I don't really know, but all of these seem like plausible things, including a new dev source. So, yeah, I guess that works. Man, the autocorrect hates you here. Also, this take is wild. This one I'm actually kind of against, and not against you, Default Boy, but we saw Creatures of Scenaria do it, and honestly, it's the most boring part of their game is being an underwater dinosaur. There's just really not much fun in it, and so I think being underwater is just so exclusive, and you'd have to make an entire game about being underwater in order to actually well represent the underwater community. So there'd have to be like a separate map, and at that point, you're just splitting the server base, so, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess you could do a 2020 where 20 people can be on one server, 20 people can be on the underwater server, and that would technically expand server size, but like, I mean, I just honestly want a server expansion to like 35. More AIs in the game, like they promised. This one, I feel like can pretty much be confirmed from what we know. And yeah, this is going to add a lot of depth to the game. Honestly, I hope that they don't go too far with the AIs, because remember, this is a player-based game, but AIs are definitely needed, and also a GOAT kind of remaster. I'm sure that's all probably in the works as well. Just the GOATs are very basic, and we're giving all the dinosaurs, obviously, we're giving the dinosaurs all, like, the remodels and things. But the animations are getting better, and honestly, it'd be kind of cool to see the GOAT get, an update with that. Spinosaurus and Dilo Heavy. This is an interesting one. Not the Spinosaurus Heavy, but the Dilo Heavy. I'm intrigued to know what your intentions behind that one is. Mostly because Dilo is not one I see often. Spinosaurus I see all the time. I mean, Spinosaurus, it's Spinosaurus remodel, Spinosaurus heavy, Spinosaurus final attack buff, Spinosaurus got nerfed again, Spinosaurus rebirth, all that. But, like, Dilo basically gets nothing. And, like, it's an OG dinosaur, which is so surprising to me. Like, it gets choked out by Chris Pratt. So, honestly, we're getting a lot of Dilo. A scientifically accurate, like, larger Dilo, it would be kind of cool if we got, like, a heavy for that and a separate heavy for this Dilo. This Dilo could have, like, a spit, obviously, like in the Jurassic franchise. And then that could blind you somewhere to the Theory. And then it would also maybe do, like, slowness. But it wouldn't be, like, major. It'd be, like, for, like, 3 seconds. So that's definitely a cool comment. I approve. The community has spoken. There it is. All the comments that I thought really had some meaning behind them, and maybe the Jurassic Blocky devs could take a look at. If you've watched this far, probably means that you like listening to my voice. So I can encourage you to subscribe. You don't have to, but it's really helped me out a ton, and I'm getting close to monetization. So if you guys could push me over the edge, that would be great. Without further ado, have a good day. Zilla Blade out.